Hey everybody, welcome to the program. Mike D here. Today we're traveling to Lake St. Francis in southwestern Quebec to embark on a never say die bass hunt with Scott, Big Bird, Gladney. It's a Canadian road trip, ladies and gentlemen. We did an episode in Toronto a while back, and I've been anxious to return to do some more fishing Canadian style. Let's go to Lunkerville.
It seems in every town in America that there's a secret fishing spot where the water runs clear and the bass are always biting. And at that spot, there's an unsung hero who knows every stump, laydown, and lily pad. Seems all he's got to do is wet a line. And sure enough, he's reeling in a big bass. So if you're looking for real people with real fish stories, then hop a ride. We're going to Lunkerville.
So as soon as we crossed the border, I set out to purchase a Canadian fishing license. They sell their fishing licenses at the tire store, which is very interesting and cool, I think. But here's the thing with Quebec. Everything is in French. Even the fishing license. So I'm not really sure what I'm licensed to do exactly, but what the hell, it's a fishing license. Okay, time to meet up with Scotty. Now, I talked to Scott early that morning. The temperature dropped 25 degrees overnight, so it was pretty obvious we were headed for a tough day of fishing. It's really hard to do a show when the weather's crappy. And if this was any other Sunday and I was just out fishing with a buddy, we would just cancel the trip and go to a sports bar and watch football. But I drove all the way from New York City to meet Scott, and as the saying goes, the show must go on. Luckily, Scott was up for the challenge. Welcome to Lunkerville. We're here in Canada. Where are we in Canada?
We are in Somerstown.
Scott from Canada here, and we're fishing for largemouth bass, smallmouth bass,
Pike.
And pike.
There'll likely be a pike.
And what else? Maybe some crappie?
I don't know if crappie are kind of tough this time of year, and I'm not really a crappie fisherman, so I mean the fish.
Yeah, gotcha. Is that a good color?
Absolutely. You know what? Pike and bass this time of year, if they're on, I'm not too fussy about colors, and
You're not?
I don't buy that hype. You know
At all?
Well, I probably should, but I don't as much as maybe I should. But you know, it's either a dark or a light color for me. Typically, you know, a flipping jig will be blue-black or a beige or a brown. Maybe white sometimes if the water's really stained or muddy.
Well, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
What's funny is most experienced fishermen I fish with, the guys that are really hardcore, have the same philosophy. Just a few colors, dark and light, natural.
Yeah.
But you know, it's really about confidence in the end. Scott, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a professional tap dance instructor. I'm a
awesome.
manufacturing engineer for Bombardier Aerospace. We take care of the regular build, and any errors that happen on the line, it can be as simple as changing a small little bracket to changing complete skin on the aircraft. So it can go, you know.
So, what got you into fishing?
My father took me fishing for the first time when I was 4 years old. Put a bobber and a hook and a worm on for me, threw it in the water, and within like 2 minutes I had my first trout on. And I was, well, pardon the pun, hooked ever since. But the sad part of the story is when I took the trout off and put it behind me on the grass, it was in a campground that we were fishing. This gigantic St. Bernard came wandering over and stole my trout, took off with it.
Oh.
So I lost my first fish to a dog.
Oh. And it's windy out here.
Yeah.
And so do you fish recreational?
I do tournaments, I do recreational, I do a lot of tournaments. Not as many as I'd like. But yeah, I probably fish about 20 days a year. You know, considering our season up here. It's not, this isn't Florida. But you know what, Mike? Like you said, we don't have a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get us the heck out of this wind.
Yeah, get us out of the wind.
It's friggin' cold, and this, it just ain't happening here. I thought it would, but no. I just hope that it's going to happen.
You don't waste any time.
It's funny, even when I go out for a day of recreational fishing, I've got tournament head going, you know what I mean?
So what's the plan?
Well, we're going to go to the south side of the river, try and get out of this wind, try and get into some cattails and some reeds and weeds and see if the, you know, with this cold weather, the bass might even be tighter than I expected. So we're going to have to dive in there and get
just a few casts. How many casts did you throw? 20?
20.
That's enough to judge that they weren't there.
Yeah, for me it is, today.
All right. Cool. Well, I see somebody fishing out there, so.
They're probably perch fishermen or walleye.
Let's go see if he's catching any.
Lunkerville's presented by South Bend. Quality tackle since 1906. Also sponsored by Diet Mountain Dew. Diet tastes better on the mountain. Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line. Sunline, the strength to guarantee your confidence. Spro, America's best anglers designing the world's finest fishing tackle. BassResource.com, the ultimate bass fishing resource guide.
Welcome back, folks. Let's see what Mike's up to.
You see the pad of grass down there? I'm going to dig you out a frog right now because it's going to happen in there.
Right in there?
Okay, get it on there.
It's a tight target, man.
That's right.
Okay, which way is the wind going?
You got to get it in there. Wind's going straight at it, so you should be okay. Don't whip it too quick. And here's the thing.
I haven't cast this yet, this rod, so I have no idea the reeling rod.
Try not to get it in there.
I can do it. I can do it.
There you go. Let me duck.
Okay. No. Off. Way off. No.
Got to play the wind too. It's going to push you in there.
Play the wind. Okay. I get third time's the charm.
There it is. Yes.
Oh, that's
yes. Okay. Yes. Now, have you frog fished before?
Yep.
When they hit, right, you don't pull right away.
I know.
He's got to hit him.
No.
Oh, he took it.
He took it.
He took it. What a swirl.
He took it, but no, I didn't feel him at all.
Oh, I saw it. You didn't see
I thought
that?
I was supposed to feel it first.
No, well, okay.
I didn't feel him go under.
You're right.
Tell me what to do.
What I normally do.
Is he gone?
I don't think so. I don't think you stung him.
Here, Scotty gets a chance.
What I normally do is when I don't see
there was a fish there.
When I don't see the frog anymore, that's when I hit him.
You knew there was a fish right there. How did you know that?
Back there.
Okay.
I don't know. Come here a lot. That was a big fish too, by the way. I don't want to put the pressure on. But
hold on.
Sorry. Let me get out of your way. Go ahead.
Ooh.
There it is. Right there. Right there. Right there. There he is. He's got it. Oh no!
He doesn't look big.
Oh, he's big.
Okay.
He's big. Get on him.
Here. See, but shouldn't I let him take it down?
I think, you know what? I think they're kind of.
I didn't feel. Are you supposed to feel him take it and then?
Normally, yes. They're not as vicious as they have been in the last couple of days. Let me give this a crack here. There it is.
Oh God, man, you nailed it.
Yeah, I think we blew it.
I
think we blew the spot. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's okay. They're all over here too. So you can cast out here anywhere you want, Mike.
Okay. Should I go in the back?
You can go wherever you want, man.
Go in the back.
You know what? Let's try and slow it down a little bit. It is chilly.
Slow down the retrieve?
Yeah, just let it sit. I've seen bass come up in clear water like this, and they'll fin underneath the bait for like 30 seconds before they decide to hit it. You know what I mean?
Ribbit. What am I doing here? I'm lost. I hope a big bass doesn't come eat me. What's he thinking? This just looks amazing. Now, what else would work here other than a frog?
Flipping
a jig?
Yeah, jig, absolutely, 100%.
Damn. It's just, you know, it's hard to do the weightless with the wind. Fish. Oh, there you go. There's a fish.
The ice is broken.
Oh, yeah. Nice one. That's a beauty.
Monster.
The spinner bait. You didn't tell me you pulled out the spinner bait.
Sorry, dude. I deked you.
Nice going, man. Yeah. You got your spots, man. What about this spinnerbait?
Yeah, 100%.
And this is the blade that you like to use, the Colorado blade?
Yeah, the tandem will float higher in the water, so it'll help you bulge the surface a little more. It keeps the, the fish sort of hunt looking upwards, unless they're hunting for, crayfish, goby or whatever. In this case, I think it's bait fish or panfish they're looking for, so.
Okay.
We have to interrupt this programming to give you a very important message from Lunkerville. Have you ever watched a fishing show and you think, I can do that? You're watching me fish with people that look just like you, just like your friends. So why can't you be on the show? You can. Do it. This is how. I'm going to tell you right now. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lunkerville. Interact with other people there. Submit a video of you fishing. We especially like videos of tips. Yeah, you can just go in your backyard or your basement or your living room, turn on the video camera and record a tip. One of those little tips or tactics that you think are interesting, that have helped you with your fishing. Because my philosophy is, anyone who has a passion for fishing has something to teach me. So teach me already. What are you waiting for? This segment of Lunkerville is brought to you by Spro, America's best anglers designing the world's finest fishing tackle.
Holy smokes, man, this wind is brutal. This is not helping anything. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We'll get him.
I brought an ultralight. You think we can use the ultralight in here? I'm like, what's the chance? I didn't expect the wind, but I figured we'd do a little perch fishing or something.
We may have to resort to that.
We change baits. What do you got there, Scotty?
I'm using a flipping jig with not that much success, but I think it's the bait to use right now. You can fish it slow. I can't think of anything else that would be better right now.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. You can never, I was once told that you cannot fish too slow. It's impossible.
For any bait or for just a
For
jig?
any bait.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're burning a spinner bait, that's one thing. When you're throwing a jig or a worm out there,
And that's tough to do, to fish slow. You're excited, especially if you're in a tournament.
Exactly. In a situation like this where you're trying to get a fish, you want the fish in the boat, whether it's, doing a fishing show, fishing a tournament or whatever it is, it's tough to control yourself. I just saw him buzz around there. See, he just took the trailer. He looked like a decent one too. Yeah, there was a fish here, Mike.
Ooh.
So,
That's promising.
yeah. But they're just not aggressive. They're just not.
There's one. He's coming. He's right under the frog. He's big. He's there. Oh God.
Saw him?
I saw him, man.
Big one?
Yes.
See, they're not committing. Did he kiss it?
looked
Did he
like
touch it?
No, it looked like he was coming right after it, and he ran away.
This is the difference. Yesterday, or not yesterday, rather, but Thursday, they were all over it.
So what's going on there? What are you doing?
Since I don't have any smaller flipping jigs, I'm going to try and reduce the profile of this one. I think we need to downsize here with this cold weather. So we're going to give it a haircut.
Okay.
And we're going to maybe even take some of that trailer off. Just make everything a little smaller. I've had a couple of hits, like I say, where they've yanked the trailer off the hook almost, so they're sort of interested, but they're just not committing 100%. So if we shrink that up a little bit, they might be,
Okay.
a little more inclined to.
I should do the same thing.
Yep. No.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh! He's wrapped me.
Wrapped up.
He's wrapped up. Gotta get him. I don't think he's on anymore. Dang. He wrapped me. Okay.
You bit the jig?
What? What's it? Yeah, I took the jig. No, he's wrapped me. He's gone.
Ah.
He's gone, man.
Oof. Ah, man. It's now what's the percentage of fish that do that? You know, that you get them hooked up in all this
And wrap
gack
you?
and grass that they come off once they get wrapped up.
Honestly, not many.
No? Okay.
everyone that's on camera, pretty much. Lost for words, man. Lost for words. Any tips on acting, Mike?
This is real life.
This is right.
Real fish stories. No acting.
We need some content.
We're not, you know, Lunkerville's not your typical show. I'm not your typical host. So this is how we do things, you know. I'm not acting. Oh yeah, I am. I'm much better fisherman than I am on the show. Okay. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Cut.
I don't think any of that will make it in the show, but.
Okay, good. Good. Oh, there we
Here we
go.
go.
Oh no!
Oh, we had a bite,
Oh
man.
no!
He went for the mullet haircut on that jig.
No, this is on the frog.
Oh, that was on the
Yeah,
frog.
he took the frog.
On the frog.
And it was a decent attack too. You know what? I pulled that out of his mouth.
Oh.
I did exactly what I told you not to do.
Oh, so I don't feel nearly as bad.
No, but yours was bigger,
But I
though,
wish
so
we
you
had
should
it.
feel a little bit worse.
It didn't seem as big.
Yeah,
You
I
said it
don't
was big.
They're always huge in the water.
Okay.
All the
We're
ones you
feeling
miss
it.
are monsters.
Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back after these messages.
As the day went on, the wind continued to pick up, the temperature continued to drop, and the fish continued to hide. It was just miserable. I mean, almost impossible fishing conditions.
Hang my head, man. Been defeated. St.
It's always
Francis.
the most stormy before the calm. Is that right? No, that's backwards, I think.
Calm before the storm.
But Scott is a warrior. He knows hundreds of spots of old bass on this lake.
It's a hard time. The drama, the wind, the cold, the hunger. And then Scott figures it out. For the glory. Bring us the glory!
Scott Gladney, the fighter. I knew he wouldn't give up.
Okay, Mike, this is our last ditch attempt. I brought you out into hell.
I think there's a tornado coming.
Yeah.
Scotty, what have you done? What are we doing?
This is all we got left. We've tried everything we could for largemouth. They're just not cooperating. We're trying deep drift fishing for smallmouth. Boat control is nearly impossible. Keeping your bait on the bottom is nearly impossible. It's a total wash.
Yeah, how do you keep your bait on the bottom? I'm not feeling bottom at all.
No, well that's because we're going too fast.
So what's the technique here with this drag?
Yeah, you should feel, well, it depends on the fish obviously, but I mean sometimes it'll be soft, depending on the mood of the fish. They'll pick it up. You really need a sensitive rod to feel the pickup. Otherwise, you'll miss them. The fish will pick up the bait and spit it out before you know it.
That trolling motor is burning. It is windy.
And we're barely keeping up with the wind. We're still moving at about a mile an hour, a mile and a half maybe. And it's all I can do to keep the nose of the boat into the wind. Our batteries are just about dead. There's bait balls, there's fish down there, there's all kinds of stuff. It's not on our lines.
There we go.
Fish on.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Oh! No!
Oh! I set the hook. We saw him though. What happened?
I think what happened, Mike, is you had your rod up here
Uh-huh.
too high. You didn't keep, you know what I mean? Like you set the hook and crank right down and keep your rod low and use the bend of the rod to keep the fish hooked up.
Oh,
You know
so
what I mean?
it was too high when I was reeling it in.
As soon as you give smallmouth slack, they're going to spit
Wait,
the hook.
hold on, say that again. So, okay, so you thought I had an okay hook set?
Yeah.
Because
Hook
I
set
was
was
keeping
good.
it down like this.
Yeah, but you got to keep it down and just wind and crank. If you lift your rod up and
gave
give
him
him
a
any
little
slack
slack.
at all and straighten that rod out, he's going to jump like he did and he spit.
He spit it on the
Yep.
jump.
Yep.
Urgh. Damn. Yeah.
Now, I was seriously in heavy bumming mode by losing that fish. I mean, I couldn't believe I let another one go. But just as I was at the end of my rope, I saw something. A sign. That nasty weather that had treated us so unkindly was finally smiling upon us. When you see a rainbow, when you're out fishing, it means only one thing.
Fish.
Yes! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Nice! Oh, sweet! I knew it! Yeah! Oh, a brute! Oh.
The jinx is over, man. The jinx is over.
Yeah!
Well, Scott did it. You knew he would, right? I mean, you knew he was going to come up with a fish. And like a true fishing gladiator, he delivered the glory. Way to go, Scotty. And thanks for taking me fishing. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next week to Lunkerville.